What is up, YouTube? Today we're reacting to this video that I saw clips of on TikTok, and it's immigrant dad arrives at police station with son's rotten body. So essentially, he killed his kid and his wife, and now he's coming to the police station to turn himself in and explain himself. So let's see.
My third child,
Uh-huh.
his body's in the car, is strangled.
Wait, you have a body in the car right now?
Well, this actually sickened me. I saw this on TikTok, and that just sickened me. Like, this is insane.
Yes.
Okay.
This is 53-year-old Indian immigrant Shankar Nagupa, a man calmly driving through California with his son's rotting body in the back of his car.
That's insane. Like, if you're a woman, or even a man, if you're married or dating the other person, you don't even know that this would be happening. You would never know. You would think, oh, my husband's sweet, my wife's sweet. And then a few years later or down the line, they just want to do this. This is insane.
What detectives don't yet know is that this drive
Like, this is insane.
only began after he had already killed the rest of his family over the span of 6 days.
6 days. So, is it 3 kids? I think it was 3 kids and his wife. Like, that's insane. They do not deserve that. Like, they were not even probably expecting this to happen. Or maybe something was going around in the house that they probably could have figured it out. Maybe not. I don't think so, or else they would have ran away. But it's not that easy to get away from these situations. If you're dealing with this, you just gotta find help or ask somebody outside of this situation so you can get an unbiased opinion on what to do.
How did you kill
I
them?
hanged them.
You hanged them.
That's insane. Hanging them.
Okay, how were you able to hang them?
I feel like he felt the guilt and had to turn himself in, which I kind of respect, but I hate that he did all this. Bro, he's been making me mad. Like, I want to beat him up for doing this.
The fan, it's a rope.
He hanged him with a rope attached to a fan. Insane.
What seemed like confusion or even an episode of hallucination slowly turns into the confession of a man who carried out one of the most gruesome, cold, and calculated crimes the detectives would ever come across.
Okay. I just want to know what made him want to do this. Like, what made him, in his mind, do this?
In early October 2019, something began unfolding behind the closed doors of a quiet apartment in Roseville, California.
Damn, Roseville, California. It's Roseville, damn.
Over the course of several days, Shankar murdered his wife and 2 of his children,
Okay, 2 children.
one by one, each death happening in silence, unnoticed by the outside world. What makes those days especially disturbing is that life inside the apartment did not appear to stop. The home remained closed, the neighborhood unaware, while his eldest son was still alive
Okay, so his 3rd child, him, which was in the car, rotten.
inside, moving through the same space without knowing what had already happened. Nearly a week later,
Wait, what?
without knowing what had already was still alive inside, moving through the same space without knowing what had already happened.
How did he not know? Wow.
Nearly a week later, on October 13th, 2019, the final chapter moved far beyond that apartment. Shankar took his eldest son on a long drive north toward the small town of Mount Shasta. From their apartment in Roseville, he drove approximately 277 miles, a journey lasting nearly 4 hours
That's insane.
and 20 minutes, traveling deep into the rural stretches of Siskiyou County, California. Somewhere along that remote route, far from witnesses or help, the last life was also taken. After killing his eldest son in a rural area of Siskiyou County, Shankar did not stop or flee. Instead, he continued driving another 40 miles to Mount Shasta. There, he walked into the police station to confess. This is not someone running from the law. This is someone walking straight into it. What happened inside the confession room led investigators to ask whether this was guilt or a carefully calculated act.
Bro, I need to know what made him want to do this.
Okay, let's just start from the beginning. Okay, so who are you?
My name is Shankar Hanwood. SH.
Do you have any ID on you?
It's in the car.
What's in the car? Okay, how do you spell your name?
SHANKAR.
K-A-R, okay.
Last name HANGUD.
Okay, so you said that you...
I am surrendering for the murder of my wife and 3 children. Excuse me.
Okay, what was your wife's name?
Jyoti. JYOTHI.
Okay, and you said your 3 kids?
Yes.
Okay, so the 3 children, what were your 3 children's names?
Sure. The first one is Varun. VARUN.
D-A-R-U-N, okay.
Did this happen in Roseville, sir?
Yes.
Roseville, California.
All right. And when did this happen?
7th, 8th, and 9th
7th, 8th, and 9th of this month?
of this month.
Okay, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
how did you kill
I
them?
hanged them.
You hanged them. Okay, how were you able to hang them?
With a fan, with a rope. And the 4th person, which is my 3rd child,
Uh-huh.
his body is in the car. I strangled him.
Wait, you have a body in the...
Damn. Like, after you did that, you drove all the way to a police station. It's kind of insane. But I don't know what made you want to do this and then turn yourself in. Like, why do you have guilt for yourself for doing this? Like, what? You just did that. What? Like, what? Why?
car right now?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, no, hold on. We'll,
The car is parked right next to the fire station.
okay. Is there any weapons that I should be concerned about? Do you have any weapons on you?
There are 2 knives. I thought of killing myself, then I said, no, that is wrong. I should not.
Okay, well, turn yourself...
2 knives.
What?
I thought of killing myself, then I said, no, that is wrong. I should not.
Okay, well, turn...
So he decided that he was gonna kill himself, then decided to just turn himself in. Like, what?
Turn yourself in to
For what I did
justice?
to them, I should suffer.
Okay. Do you mind if I...
I mean, sure, yeah, except for the consequences, but why did you do this? Like, what made you want to just do this and then come to a police station? Like, most people who do this just run away or just turn themselves in after a few days after feeling all that guilt. Like, you came in right away after killing your last child. Like, what?
pat you down real quick, make sure you don't have any
Please do.
weapons? Okay.
Sure.
Why don't you turn around for me real quick, okay?
Not a problem.
Alright.
If I didn't have intentions, I would not have come here.
Okay, no, that's fine. Alright, so why don't you show me where the car's at, okay?
I have a gas lighter, a lighter, some money.
No, that's fine. Why don't you show me where the car's at?
Sure,
Okay.
let's walk down. Shall I leave it here?
Hey, Sarge. He's got an 1144 allegedly in a vehicle out here down the street. He's got an 1144 in a car down the street. Okay. I'm going to have you turn around for me, okay? Yeah, all right. So I'm just detaining you right now. I'm going to go take a look at your car. So where was your car parked at?
Just next to the gas station.
Next-
It's a red Mazda. You can't miss
Red
it.
Mazda.
Next to the gas station. Sorry, not gas station. Fire station.
Okay.
Or
I got
maybe it is
keys, Sarge.
interrogation.
You need the keys, pop the trunk? He's giving us
It's
permission.
not in the trunk. It's in the car.
In the car.
You're just sitting in
And
the car?
Yeah. Male, boy, 20 years old.
1-year-old? Oh, no. How old were the other children? I think they were younger, obviously, because this is the oldest one. But that's insane. Like 20? And you didn't think nothing was happening? Like, what was the 20-year-old doing? Like, he was unaware of all this? It's crazy. That's crazy.
Why don't we walk in here, okay? Hey, Judd, can you grab his change there for me? Thank you. All right, I'm gonna see here. Actually, we'll walk you over this way.
This is why it's scary. Like, you can get married and never know this was gonna happen. Like, she never knew that was gonna happen. And married for I don't know how long, and then this just happens out of nowhere. Like, who would expect it? Nobody. So when you get into a relationship or get married, I don't know what you can do to figure this out because people can change over time and just make them do stupid things like this. Like horrible things. This is not even stupid. This is horrendously horrible. Like, bro.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go take a right here. Okay.
Hey, Judge, no more questions on him.
Can I get some water, please?
Oh yeah, we'll get you some. We'll get you some water here. Why don't you take a seat here? Okay.
Sure.
All right. Judge, you want me to just Mirandize?
Nope.
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 All right. Just take a seat for me. Okay.
You sit down.
Okay.
Lock this.
Yep. All right, we're gonna hang tight real quick, okay, sir? All right. Just let him know.
The confession itself was no longer in doubt. Shankar had already admitted to killing his wife and children. What detectives needed next was a clear understanding of how the crime unfolded, the sequence, the timing, and the choices made along the way. As the questioning continued, Shankar began to describe those details, allowing investigators to slowly piece together the full scope of what had happened.
So, obviously you've been here for a while and you've been in a jail cell, so I want to read your rights, okay? Obviously it's been kind of a rough day. I just kind of want to find out, obviously, what led you up to this point and kind of what happened.
I was with him the whole day after I strangulated. Thought of many options. Even I thought of strangulating myself. I put them in so much pain. I deserve a lot more punishment.
And that's when you decided to come in here?
Yes. I had driven by this place. I'd gone to the park there with my son yesterday to get some water. So I had seen the police strangle my son. I said, my car did not have gas to drive to those rooms. And I did not have money. All I had was $4.25. I don't want death penalty. No, that is easy.
Yeah. It sounds like you feel bad for...
I feel miserable for putting them through.
Like, bro, if you regret it, then what made you do it in the first place? Like, it's just nice. You're not taking it easy, or you just want that punishment, and you don't want to take that death penalty and want to suffer the consequence. But just like, why would you do this?
Them through it. But I deserve the worst. Strangulating myself is easy. No, I don't deserve easy.
I mean, it is easy, but like, anything you do in this world, man, like, anything bad you do, like the stuff he did was really bad. Like, God's not gonna forgive that. In the hereafter, God's just gonna give him what he deserves. So, anything punishment he gets here is not that bad compared to the afterlife. Like, it's just like crazy. Like, depending on what religion you follow, like, most people probably think whatever religion he is not the right religion. He's gonna go to hell. But like, we're just talking straight on point of what he did is not okay, and God's just gonna punish him for that.
I want my brother to come and take the bodies and cremate. But I don't want.
Wait.
I want my brother to come and take the
Oh, his brother. Okay, wait,
bodies
what?
and cremate. But I don't want to meet anybody.
Okay. Yeah, I would have did not expect that. Why would his brother want to do anything with this? I guess his brother's gonna have to cremate. Of course, obviously he's Indian, so they cremate. Most of them cremate. So that's just insane. Like, when his brother finds out, that's gonna be crazy.
No visitors. No lawyers. I want punishment.
Wow. Like, if you feel regret, why do it in the first place? What makes you want to do it? Like, as soon as you strangled your third son, you just easily straight come to the police station. No way, bro. Like, you did the first one day, second one next day, and then the third one after, and then come straight to the police station with that body after feeling regret. I would feel like people would, like, take, like, a lot of days to feel regret, which is insane.
I don't want to meet my brother.
You don't want to meet your brother?
I don't want to meet anybody. I let him come, take the bodies and cremate them.
As the interview continued, Shankar spoke calmly about the days leading up to the murders. He described a life he felt was unraveling, marked by pressure, frustration, and a growing sense of loss of control. His voice remained steady, almost detached. Before describing what he had done, he made a strange request, as if he wanted the truth to disappear just as quietly as they had. Most telling was how he spoke about his own death. When he had the chance to die, he stopped. He decided it was too easy and allowed himself time to reconsider. That moment of hesitation wasn't about guilt. It was about control. He wanted to choose when it ended, not just for himself, but for everyone around him. His wife and children were never given that choice. Psychologically, the contrast is stark. He preserved agency and restraint for himself, while denying both entirely from them.
So what I want to do is kind of go back. I want to go through kind of a timeline just a little slower.
10 number of times it was. I'll try to remember it as much as possible. Don't ask me dates, because after this 9th, I lost track of date. I don't know what today is. I think today is 13th or maybe the 14th. I'm not sure.
So 14th, yeah. So you mentioned you discussed this on the 3rd, you thought, with your family?
I informed my kids on the 29th.
Okay. The 29th that you were planning on?
On 29th, I said, you know what? I do not have not found a job. My plan is to end our lives. So I gave them an option to brood it over, whether they want to die with us or whether they want to live by themselves. My daughter wanted to, but I knew she didn't stand a chance.
Your daughter was...
My daughter and my youngest son were apprehensive because they were full of life.
Bro, I'm about to tear up. This is sad. Like, he gave them a choice. I don't think they understood what he meant by that. Maybe they thought that they were gonna live with them all together until they're all die together, like a long life, or just live by themselves. I don't know if they understood, because one was 20, which should have understood what was going on, and then the little kids, bro, the little 2-1, they cannot live without their father, especially the daughter. They just want a father figure. Like, this is just sad, bro. This is real sad, bro. This is insane.
Yeah.
She was working in Gap Kids. She was studying in Wood Creek Elementary.
Elementary. Oh my god. An elementary. Oh my god, little girl. Come on, man. Come on. What does that mean? Wait. She was working in Gap Kids? Like, she was a gap year student? Is that what that means? I'm not sure.
Working in Gap Kids. She was studying in Wood Creek Elementary. Not elementary. Wood Creek High.
Oh, Wood Creek High. I was about to say, but it's still sad. It's still sad. Getting A's? Oh, nah. She was a straight A student.
She was getting A's. All A's this year. Don't be nice to me. I'm not a nice guy.
All A's. And she probably had a future. Going to college. Getting a degree. Working. Like, come on. Maybe when his father got old, she was gonna take care of him. Oh, bro, come on.
A horrible person. So they were thinking they can live by themselves. I told them, you guys don't stand a chance. By the 10th of the month, I'll be kicked out.
What do you mean they can't stand a chance? Like, come on. The 20-year-old should have known. I should have fled. Try to figure out something with the kid, with his siblings. Could have figured something out.
It's not a nice nice time of the year to be on the streets begging for food.
You mentioned that your two youngest were apprehensive about it.
Yes.
How did your oldest feel about that?
My oldest was thinking. He didn't talk to us. He tried to do research. He told me that day before yesterday. He did research on Craigslist saying that how much does it cost for him to live by himself.
Oh my god. That's sad. That's just sad. Like, bro, you should just buy a small apartment or a small house. Very cheap. And then find a small job. Took the kid. Oh my god, I keep saying kids. Take his siblings. This is just sad. But it is hard living by yourself when you're still living with your parents and just moving out for the first time, and your parents aren't willing to help because your dad's just like doing all what's gonna do this. It's insane.
How much does it cost for him to pay for insurance for his car?
Oh my god, he's researching all that. That's just sad. Sad. That's sad.
Was he doing research? Was that what?
With a laptop. He has got a laptop for his phone.
Where is that?
It's at home.
At home.
At home. Have you gone home?
Yeah.
Have you not seen the laptop?
Well, we've been driving, so I haven't been there. I know some other officers are there.
Let me tell you. The master bedroom is where my wife used to sleep. The barricade part was still there. If you have to remove the body, you have to take the barricade away.
Wait, what?
The barricade part was still there.
Wait.
The master bedroom is where my wife used to sleep. The barricade part was still there. If you have to remove the body,
You have to move the body, you have to take the bride.
you have to take the barricade away.
Why did she have it barricaded?
She was in pain, so we would hardly talk. She would hardly come downstairs. So we would hardly talk.
Okay.
She would hardly.
Is that the case? Is that why you did it? 'Cause your wife wouldn't want to talk with you or come down to you and stuff like that. No good interaction with each other. Just gonna break it up with her. God damn, divorce. Like, damn. Oh, this is pissing me off.
Downstairs. Probably about a month and a half ago, she stopped eating. And whenever she felt hungry, she used to ask my daughter to. So my interaction with my wife was almost negligible. In the other bedroom, I used to sleep with my little son. And downstairs on the sofa, my daughter and my son used to sleep. It was not the best of arrangements. I told my wife,
Just because your living situation and your wife not interacting with you much made you do this. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on, man.
but now once again, in that other bedroom, figure out how much does it cost. If I had to just get a room as a Cadillac dealership or some dealership he was working in while he was studying in.
Oh, he was trying to get in.
No, he already
Oh,
got
he did get it.
If you check his phone, you will see the messages. So he said, Dad, with what I'm working, he was. I will not be able to. But the other two little ones, they did not know. And my little one, he didn't have a clue that he was in 8th grade and never came home and studied at home. He said, No, Dad, I can't survive. I'm good at studies, Dad. I want to finish it. They all agreed. But
Bro, that part actually is making me tear up. Bro, this is actually making me tear up. Nah, I can survive. I'm good at studies, Dad. I want to finish this. Bro, they actually wanted to finish their education. Bro. Bro. I can't do this. I'm literally tearing up. Oh my god.
studies, Dad. I want to finish it. They all agreed. My 2 kids convinced my little one.
When the detectives asked him to go back further, Shankar began describing the atmosphere inside the apartment. He spoke about the isolation within the home, strained relationships, and a family no longer functioning together. He explained where each person slept and how daily routines had changed. These details seemed ordinary at first, but together they revealed a household marked by separation and emotional distance long before the violence began. What this reveals is not chaos, but disengagement. His recollection lacks emotion and focuses on logistics, suggesting a mindset already pulling away from the people around him. Psychologically, this kind of detachment often precedes violence, as emotional bonds are replaced with distance and justification.
Who would answer that phone?
It would either be my sister or my sister-in-law.
I think you said it wasn't until the 6th that your wife really started talking to you.
Second that she was not talking to me, but she was still she had a lot of animosity and anger. We had a lot of misunderstanding.
Why was she angry at you?
Bro, if you have misunderstandings with your wife, or the opposite of a wife with a husband, like, bro, just talk it out. If it doesn't work, the next best step is to do a divorce. I know it's a lot of work, but just talk it out. Come on, you don't gotta do all this, man. This is insane.
Basically, it all started off.
Well, nowadays it's scary to get in a relationship or getting married because you never know. Like, there's a lot out there where either the husband or the wife is abusive and the other person does not want to talk to anybody about it or stuff like that. It's just too much, man. This is a scary situation. Like, if you're trying to get married or have a relationship, you gotta dig deep and figure stuff out before you get in with that person.
Way back in 2000.
Whoa.
Started off way back in
It started way back in 2000 and starts laughing. Okay.
2000. Is that my depression started off and their non-acceptance of my wife. She did not like the way they treated. And that anger, by that time I had already left all my relationships. I had stopped talking to my mother at that point. But she did not like it. She said, "You're like your brother when you do this. You're like your sister-in-law when you do this." I stopped everything. Talking to people, making friends, listening to me. I said, if I make my wife happy, but that anger turned around on me and she started yelling and screaming at me. She was angry. That kind of, when I was depressed, I didn't know what I did. So she felt that I was trying to listen to my family. I tried to patch up over the period of time, so we had our ups and downs.
So you were arguing a lot from 2011 on to...
No, our argument started from the second day of our marriage, not something new. But I tried my level best to improve it. She thought of her way of improving it. I thought my way was better. So here we are. She's dead, I'm alive.
She's dead in what?
I'm alive.
So let's go back. We kind of got off topic a little bit. We were talking about on the 6th, I believe. It was finally decided that you were going to kill her.
I'm going to help her in her hanging process.
Okay.
She wanted to do it.
Okay.
Yes, me killing her. Correct.
What do you mean help her? You did this. You were not helping her. She didn't need help. She was not wanting to be in this situation. You just did it. What?
And how did that happen? I think you mentioned she tied the noose or the rope.
See, what happened was, on 6th, we all had nice dinner. We went to bed.
And then it was just a nice dinner at home.
No,
Or you usually go out
I went out and bought food
in Roseville.
in Roseville.
So you just brought it home,
But
and then you had a nice dinner.
yes.
You and your wife and your 3 kids were all there. And what was the topic of conversation for dinner?
My daughter was on Instagram. My son on the eldest one on saying, "Dad, now that I'm going to die, I have been saving money. I want to buy that and play that game and win that game," is what he said.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he knew that was gonna happen. I mean, obviously he was doing research, which he knew, but at this moment, he knows that's gonna happen. Why didn't he just run away, bro? Like, even if you run away to a police station, you would have survived. Like a day before, or a few days before, go to bed, just like do it. Come on. Go to the police station while everybody's asleep. Take your siblings. Come on, man. Come on.
He bought it, I did not.
Okay, your son. Your oldest.
Win that game is what he said.
Bro, bought it. He bought the game. Like, oh my goodness.
He bought it.
Hold on, let me repeat what I was saying. Like, the day before or a few days before, whenever, when they go to sleep, all siblings and rush to the police station, just even walk to the nearest police station. Y'all would have been fine.
I did not.
Okay, your son. Your oldest son, Bob.
My oldest son bought it. And they were playing the game. At that point in time, my wife was going through my WhatsApp conversations with my brother and my other family members to see if I was cheating on her. Was I listening to them? Was I doing something wrong against her? She never believed me. She never trusted me. So she was going through, or she spent the whole night going through my WhatsApp conversations with my family. It was not a conversation, to be very frank. It was my family members sending photographs, wishing me for some festival, birthday, things like that, asking questions. How was everybody? They would probably have 100 posts. So she went through that and she felt kind of happy, seeing that made her feel happy that I didn't do anything wrong for her. I never intended to do wrong. I never wished bad for anyone. Ever. Even when the officer here was sneezing, I wished him, bless you, fine. I never wished bad.
At this point in the interview, detectives shifted away from the apartment and began asking about Shankar's past. They were no longer focused on where events happened, but on how they began. What they were looking for was not a single argument, but a pattern. Shankar spoke about years of emotional strain and unresolved conflict, describing it as constant and familiar. His tone remained steady, suggesting these pressures had become normalized. As the questions continued, it became clear that what followed was not sudden or impulsive. The pressure had been building quietly over time. Investigators later learned that this strain was not only emotional. Court records showed that in the weeks before the murders, Shankar was facing a federal tax lien of more than $178,000.
So obviously, we knew that he barely had money, obviously, but that, bro, like stress with your wife not communicating, not talking to you, not interacting much, and you not having a lot of money, bro, come on, what makes you do this? Like, it's insane.
A debt he could not resolve or escape.
So you cannot pay that. Wait. So I'm assuming. Hold on, we'll see more. But I'm assuming that because of the debt and stuff he couldn't pay off, he did this so he can just end up in jail instead. What? Maybe? Maybe not?
When the numbers on the page became more real than the people in his home, his family stopped being individuals and started being variables in a decision he'd already made. For him, it marked exposure, failure, and the collapse of his identity as a provider. From that point on, the future he imagined began to disappear.
There was hardly any conversation. You went into it morning, you went to bed. For my son,
Varun said he needed some time. I think
he
before we
needed some
left.
time. The chairs, the stools that I have in my house is not enough to.
Bro, the kids wanted better for themselves. Education. They were going good for them. They wanted it. But then why did they try to do something about it? They just let it happen.
Garage.
What were you going to tie the rope in the garage for Varun?
Garage opener.
Okay. The garage door opener that opens the big door.
So the controller for
Yeah.
that is there, right? It is in the center.
Yeah.
Put that.
You were going to try that? Okay. But you realized that wasn't going to support his weight?
No, I did not realize that.
Okay. So
I
you
never-
actually tried to do it, right?
I never realized that. So, but it was at a height, and the chair was too short for that.
Okay.
So I told her, no, we need to go and ladder.
Okay. Try that. Make sure it's not too hot. I think it just feels warm. Who was mentioning a blanket? Did they have a blanket by any chance? No, probably not.
Thank you, sir. That was good.
There. Not a little better. So you were going to get a ladder.
So we went to
The one on Fairway.
first comes the Lowe's, then comes the Home Depot.
Okay.
So check the prices.
So you bought a ladder from Home Depot,
Got a letter from Home Depot.
and that would be on the 8th.
9.
Oh, that was the next day. Where'd you guys sleep that night? Upstairs in the
So
bedroom.
when I was sleeping, I was writing out my thoughts.
Were you writing during that time?
Yes, I was updating that chronicles I was mentioning to you. And I wrote an email to my brother too. If you open the laptop, you will see that email.
You didn't send it though.
I did not send it. Because the plan was to send it after we all died.
Okay.
Or after the kids died and just before me hanging myself. So that did not happen. And in the meantime, as non-payment, Xfinity cancelled my internet connection, so that also went away.
So what time did you go to Home Depot and Lowe's? And then you bought that ladder? What kind of ladder is it? Like the A-frame? Like the ones that...
No, not those big, huge, cumbersome ones. No, there is a little
Like a step stool?
kind of a large step stool,
Okay.
which can...
Like a smaller ladder or large step stool.
I look for those huge ladders, or like, I would like to back trace myself. Yeah, I have spent 5 nights outside.
So I just kind of asked you...
Yesterday morning is when I strangled her.
Yesterday morning.
13th morning around 10:30 is when I strangled.
So that puts us... So, on the 9th,
9th morning,
you end up in Oroville that night?
no, 9th morning is when I put the noose around my roots,
Okay.
like under the and I pulled the chair.
And that was morning after you went to Lowe's?
I don't know whether I
Or
went to
after.
Lowe's on 9th or on 8th
Okay.
afternoon itself. I think so. It was the 8th afternoon.
Okay.
Okay,
And then the 9th is when...
9th is when I did that, and the rope snapped. Then
What
I said,
happened?
In Shankar's mind, a plan began to form, one that made sense only to him. He started to believe that if he could not fix what he felt was broken beyond repair, the only way forward was to end not just his own life, but his family's as well. For years, Shankar had seen himself as the provider, the one responsible for holding everything together. His sense of worth was tied to success and stability, and as that foundation began to fall apart, it felt to him like everything else in his life was falling apart too.
What's
this
that?
is wrong. No, it is so easy. Put through them how many years? My wife got married in 97. 22 years she has suffered.
Yeah, but like, bro, I'm still fathom and like trying to think why the kids didn't do nothing. They knew this was gonna happen. Obviously, he's just going to play his last game, and these little kids wanted their good educations, getting straight A's. But they didn't do nothing about it. They just let it happen. Come on.
For some reason or the other, all my children are suffering. No, I deserve worse. Sorry. It's not that easy. It's not that simple. If I die, no. I could have ran away. Could have left the car, gone somewhere. I did not do any of that. I said, no, I will like go park right next to the police station.
So you drove here and then...
I drove, just parked next. You see the car?
Yeah, I saw it.
I arrived, parked it right there, walked in, and told the lady. And she had a shock of my life when she saw me at the point. But yes.
The full timeline had now taken shape, as what initially sounded like scattered fragments came together into a clear and deliberate sequence of events. The killings did not occur in a single moment, but unfolded over several days. The first deaths took place on October 7, 2019, inside the Roseville apartment, where Shankar killed his wife and one of his younger children, followed by the death of another child the very next day in the same home. To complete 1 week of horror,
Bro, I'ma still say this. Why Are the bro, this pisses me. Why didn't the kids do nothing? Like when they all went to sleep one day, the oldest could have just woken up, taken all his siblings out of the house, at least walked, even if it's like an hour walk, just go to a police station and just report this. Y'all would have been safe. But y'all just let it happen. Y'all knew it was gonna happen and let it happen. Like the oldest was like, I wanna play my video game that I wanna buy a new video game. Okay, I'm sorry for I did not mean to say it like that. But the oldest was like, I wanna buy a video game and let me play it and before anything happens. Like, come on, bro, I would have just ran. All I want to do is run out the house. If I had siblings, yeah, try to take them. Obviously, not even try, just force them to take them. If I can't, if it's not possible, then I'll just run myself and report everything to the police station.
On October 13th, 2019, Shankar took his eldest son on a long drive more than 200 miles north to the small town of Mount Shasta. Somewhere along the journey, he strangled his son to death.
What do you think should happen to somebody that kills someone?
We should be in jail. We should not get it. That is easy. I could have strangled myself. That is the equivalent of that. Actually, in my letter I had read or said that not the punishment for murdering 4 people is death penalty, and I'm going to give it to myself.
You say you looked that up?
I wrote that up.
Oh, you wrote that?
It's there in my laptop.
You seem like you're thinking very clearly through this process.
Yes.
You planned kind of what was going to happen.
I don't know how many jobs I applied for. I don't know how many interviews I attended. Got the job.
Yeah.
So I said no.
Bro, that's 2019 when COVID happened. Oh, of course. But even in this economy, it's very hard to get a job. If you have a degree, everything, it's still hard to get a job. Like, a lot of them get rejected. Like, I saw a TikTok of these people with degrees talking about it, saying that when you apply, it's AI checking your stuff, and then most of them always reject you. Like, applied to 100 plus jobs and got rejected by all of them. And instantly, not even like taking time, instantly by AI. But that's 2019, which AI wasn't that advanced, but still around those economies, it was still the same, hard to get a job.
What kind of work were you doing?
I'm supposed to be a data architect.
Bro, a data architect. Oh my god, a data architect is pretty good. Honestly, pretty good.
Specialist in managing data. Let's not go by positions.
What's that?
Let's not go by positions, I said. I'm sorry.
You want corporate position, so you didn't take it. Okay.
Have you ever been diagnosed with any mental health problems?
As the detectives listened, one thing became painfully clear. This wasn't confusion or a breakdown. There was no panic in his voice, no frantic
Yeah, he's just explaining it clearly, kind of clearly, which besides the dates he was kind of iffy about. He can't remember dates, but he's telling what literally happened clearly.
excuses, just a man reconstructing his own logic as if he were explaining a decision he'd already made long before he ever sat in that room. Shankar spoke like a man who believed he had the right to control everything: his life, his family, even their deaths. It was a chilling mix of pride, patriarchy, and pressure, the kind of mindset where one man decides he knows what's best for everyone, even if it destroys them. 2 years after the killings, the case reached its final chapter in court. In September 2021, Shankar Nagupa Hungud pleaded guilty to 3 counts of first-degree murder for the deaths of his children, along with an additional charge relating to his wife's death. The guilty plea brought an end to any trial proceedings and formally accepted responsibility for what had happened. In November 2021, sentencing followed. The court imposed 3 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. Prosecutors emphasized that the crimes were not the result of a sudden emotional break, but a series of deliberate and calculated acts carried out over multiple days.
Yep, it was definitely calculated. It was definitely calculated over a few days for each of his children. Bro, I still don't know why the kids did not do nothing about it. Just let it happen. They just let that happen, which is kind of sad. Honestly, kind of sad. Like, it should have just ran and went to a police station when they all went to sleep. I don't know, man. What do you think about this situation? Do you think the kids could have ran away? Or there was no possibility? Because it's like when they all went to sleep, he could have just woken up and took it all his siblings and went to the police station, walked far to a police station. Or if he had a car, take the car and go. Oh my goodness, this is just sad. But yeah, let me know what you think about this. This is very insane. And I'm out. Peace.